take us back to coming to Cleveland and what you had to go through first before you could even play.
Yeah, I got injured there in exhibition in St. Louis. Then I went to Cleveland a few days later to get surgery on my finger, and it was pretty heartbreaking out for 3 months. And I enjoyed myself in Cleveland. They had a good training staff, great coaching staff, and they kind of repaired me back to health and skated me a lot, and was ready when I finally got the chance to play.
And oddly enough, the guy that you injured your right hand in, isn't he now a part of the organization?
Yeah, Taubsy there.
Yeah.
I didn't know him before, but he's a good guy, and we've been getting along well. We've actually been hanging out off the ice as well, so it's good.
Okay, you got to do what you got to do when you play in this league, right?
I mean, nothing personal.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Once you got healthy, that feeling that you had last year with us, when you finally got to get out on the ice.
It was unbelievable. I mean, I've dealt with an injury pretty bad in college, but making that jump to pro and getting injured right away, obviously not the way I wanted to start, but finally getting back and getting the opportunity to play right away was great, and I just felt it was a relief, and I felt great out there.
Now, the first goal you scored, was that in the first game you played?
I think so, yeah.
Grand Rapids, if I remember, and
yeah.
You look like Cam Neely out there.
No, I actually remember the goal. Skinner made a nice pass to me out wide, and kind of just took it wide and took one quick deke forehand, and luckily it went in.
Cam Neely, you're BC. Was he an idol of yours?
Oh yeah, we're actually from the same town, Maple Ridge. So,
there you go.
Yeah, definitely growing up watching him play. Unfortunately, he had his career cut short a little bit, but what a great player.
All right. So obviously, in your game, I mean, it goes without saying, you have a little bit of him in you.
Yeah, I try to be. Obviously not as big as strong as him, but I try to grind it out and hopefully chip in offensively when I can. So definitely take my game after him.
All right, very good. I remember I think it was the week before Christmas. I don't know if you remember this or not. I saw Durno. I came down the elevator.
Okay.
Then you came off the elevator, and you were looking just like you look now when you got called. Do you remember that or not? Probably not.
Yeah, I kind of remember. We were in Manitoba.
Yeah,
and we're trying to find the entrance to get out of there.
I looked at you and I said, "You too?"
Yeah.
And that's so cool. Obviously, that's what we're all here for. But on a serious note, I mean, when you got that phone call, man, how did it feel?
Oh, it was crazy. I mean, I got the phone call, and obviously I was shocked, and kind of get that excited feeling, and then you get a little bit of nerves kicking in. You get that cold sweat going, and first thing I did was call my parents, but my mom was on the phone, so I couldn't even talk to her. So I actually called my best buddy and let him know, and it was a great experience.
And you
never forget.
Sorry, and you never came back. So what did you feel you did to make them say, Brandon Yip, we want you to be a part of the Avalanche and be a part of our big club?
I think I just stuck to my game plan all along, and just working hard and doing the things I can do well and help the team. I think just myself keeping it simple. I'm not one of those guys that slow the game down and dance around out there, but trying to keep it simple and get the job done.
First game, who was it against? You remember that? I'm sure you do well.
Yeah, it was against Nash and the boys from
Columbus.
So seeing a guy like Rick Nash out there, it's a real eye-opener. I mean, he's bigger than he looks on TV, and he's just as fast, so it was an experience.
First goal, you had a heck of a year scoring. I think you had 11 or 12 goals in like 30-some games, right?
Yeah, something like that, I think.
First goal, what do you remember about it?
Was, first shift of the game against the Ducks, and I got in there on a forecheck, made a couple hits, and we had to regroup, and I think it was Soleil that made a nice pass to me up the ice and kind of just went up the right wing and buried the head, and luckily it went in.
Making the playoffs with this team, you guys are the youngest team, I believe, in the entire National Hockey League. How good of a feeling was that for you guys as a group?
Yeah, it was a great feeling. I mean, they had a great year all year, and I joined them up in about Christmas time, and we didn't want to take our foot off the pedal, and we kept going, and I think we surprised a lot of teams, and we got in the playoffs, gave San Jose a good fight, and we're looking to build on that this year.